Hello guys, my name is Evan Wang and today I'm going to talk about the liver. So this is the table of contents. We have 4 main chapters. Where is the liver, and then digestion helper, and then liver disease. So let's get to the first chapter. So where is the liver? The liver is located mainly in the upper right portion of your abdomen. So as you can see here, the liver shown in red, it's like part like in the rib cage and then under the lungs and like the stomach. The stomach's like, because the liver's like the stomach is under the liver, and then like the intestines, as you can see, is like just beneath the stomach and the liver. You can see the kidneys, right? So it's pretty big actually. It's pretty big. It's the size of a football. So it's really located right here. Alright, let's move on to the next. Alright, chapter 2, liver. What's an organ the size of a football? Well, a liver. The liver is an reddish brown wedge-shaped organ with 2 lobes of unequal size and shape. It weighs approximately 1.5 kilograms. Basically, it's 3.3 pounds and has a width of about 15 centimeters, 6 inches. The liver is also only found in the vertebrates, and it is actually the largest internal organ inside the human body. You might be surprised, as you can see. We have liver is the largest internal organ, about the size of a football. As you can see here, this like red arteries, as you can see, red arteries are supplying oxygen-rich blood to the liver, and then brings it back, and then brings it in front, brings it back, brings it front, keeps repeating. And then just like you can see like the little red circle with the dot, that's where it's supplied. So you can see here under the words, oxygen rich blood is supported to the liver by this artery. So basically this kind of artery supplied. And then just on top is basically the opposite thing, poor oxygen, and drains away poor oxygen, poor blood. So it's basically the opposite thing. It drains, but the artery like brings brings. So on top, and then it drains just the blood all the way to the vein on top of the liver. You can see this vein carries blood back to the heart. So carries poor oxygen blood back to the heart. So yep, this is just the inside, but the outside is just right around the corner. Just like the left around the corner. Then chapter 3, digestion helper. The liver stores bile to help digest fats. So as you can see here, this is like, a digestive system. So liver produces bile. Well, actually it produces produces or make bile to help digest fats. So it produces bile and processes nutrients obtained from the food. So it's kind of so it makes this kind of bile. If you don't know what's bile, it's kind of like greenish, like fluid's kind of like liquidy, so like a fluid used by the small intestines to help digest fats. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It digests fats with the bile. It's kind of fluid. And then just under the liver is the gallbladder. The gallbladder stores bile actually. So yeah. And then just right under the big intestines, the large intestines, is the small intestines. The small intestines, gets the food and then makes nutritions, and then it brings it to the liver, or the liver makes its own, basically. So it's kind of like an exchange. Yep. And then also, you don't want too much fats or too much bile or something, or you get liver disease, which we'll talk about in the next chapter. So the last chapter is the liver disease. any condition that damages the liver or not working very well. So basically, these are the liver stages of diseases. The first one is normal liver. The second one is, this kind of fat liver disease. Too much fat. We just talked about it in the video. And then the next one is, kind of like a bit scar tissue we have right here. Starts to form scar tissue. It gets worse. So then more liver cell injuries occur. So like liver cell injuries are like most dead. And then the next one is much worse. Like these, fibers are they're worst, but literally, like hundreds of them are dead right now. The cells, so it's kind of like getting worse. Still the same. Still like the same. Still the same as what we just talked about, but it just got more worse. And then now we're getting onto the super duper worse. This is like where scar tissue really forms. This is this is like strong scar tissue. Like the scar tissue makes it hard and unable to work. So you'll think of that as like super duper worse. Yeah, it's kind of like this is kind of like alcohol disease. This is like most of them are caused by alcohol. Drinking alcohol. And then the next one is super duper worse. Well, you need to have liver surgery. Liver surgery, is kind of bad. You have to exchange your liver. This one is super duper bad, and then it's just worse than this. And then thank you for watching my video, and hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe down the channel.